addressing the question of how to live a life free of regret. He concluded that perhaps two guiding principles were sufficient. First, do what you love. Second, find a way to earn a living from it. Father Hand Taylor was a well-respected priest in the bustling borough of Manhattan, New York. Often, he found himself the recipient of peculiar inquiries, many of which were redirected to him by newspapers unable to provide satisfactory answers. These questions typically revolved around religious matters, probing the mysteries of God and faith. However, one recent letter deviated from this pattern and posed a more terrestrial question. How does one live a life without regret? This unexpected shift in focus left Father Taylor momentarily at a loss. His thoughts were soon interrupted by a call from the parish hospital, where a patient lay on the brink of death, seeking the solace of a final confession. Father Taylor hurried to the bedside, murmuring the familiar prayer, "Merciful Lord, please forgive your child." The dying man, a Blackstreet musician, began to speak. "Merciful God, I have no regrets. I love to sing. Music is my life. My dream was to sing across America, and I achieved that dream. As a black man, I overcame many obstacles, and I have nothing to repent for. I am grateful for a joyous life, and I raised 6 children with my music. As my life draws to a close, I am content. Father, please tell my children to follow their passions. Their father is proud of them." Father Taylor was taken aback. This man, whose worldly possessions amounted to little more than a guitar, spoke with profound fulfillment. For 40 years, he had sung in subways, plazas, and any place that could accommodate his hat. His soulful renditions of Western songs touched countless listeners, who rewarded him with their spare change. His life, though humble, was rich in satisfaction and purpose. Returning to his residence, Father Taylor felt uncharacteristically light-hearted. This confession was unlike others he had heard, which often ended with pleas for divine forgiveness for unfulfilled dreams. The singer's words reminded Father Taylor of another confession he had heard 5 years earlier. A wealthy man from Lisbon had shared a similar sentiment on his deathbed. "Had I not pursued my passion for racing," the man confessed, "had I not followed my own desires but succumbed to external pressures, I would have achieved nothing. My life revolved around cars, studying them, improving them, and racing them. This blend of hobby and profession brought me immense satisfaction and substantial wealth. I have no regrets. I want my son to know that living according to one's dreams is like being in paradise." These experiences weighed on Father Taylor's mind as he drafted his response to the letter from the newspaper. That very night, he penned his thoughts, addressing the question of how to live a life free of regret. He concluded that perhaps two guiding principles were sufficient. First, do what you love. Second, find a way to earn a living from it. When the New York Times received Father Taylor's response, they recognized its resonance and promptly published it. Over time, these simple yet profound guidelines became widely accepted as the quintessential American recipe for a life well lived.